Hey friends! Okay, I'm only going to address this once because I'm sure some of you have noticed it, and I've determined that it's probably best I just get it out of the way. I need glasses now, and you're gonna have to get used to it. It sucks, but it is what it is. I mean, you guys already deal with my insane hairstyles, my terrible decorated room. You'll get used to the glasses too. Personally, I think I look pretty good in them. But regardless, today I wanted to talk about something I've noticed on the internet for quite a while, which is how many people are so parasocial with the content creators they watch. Now, I personally have had many terrible experiences with people in my audience, which is why I don't really involve myself with my audience anymore. I've had stalkers who have hunted me down on hundreds of accounts to continue spamming me after I block them with a whole plethora of disgusting, degenerate things that I'm obviously not going to discuss on here for the sake of getting paid. But it's quite common as a YouTuber to have to deal with fans that don't understand the boundaries. And sometimes us as creators make the mistake of going a little too far with enabling those parasocial relationships. I'm sure you've noticed I've started introing some of these videos with "Hey friends," which I'm a little on the edge about because I do feel it probably will develop those relationships, and I'm completely guilty for involving myself in them by enabling any kind of friendship, which is why I avoid communicating with my audience at all costs, because unfortunately it always goes too far. Being a YouTuber means involving yourself with your community, and YouTubers are often way more involved with their community than your average celebrity, for example. You never see Ed Sheeran or Kanye West talking to their fan base about anything. I mean, you might get the slight mention, but that's probably about it. Whereas a YouTuber will have their Discord server, their Twitter, they'll reply to every comment that's ever been commented on the channel, mainly for algorithm reasons, but YouTubers engage with their audience. And because you see so much of a YouTuber on a camera, you start to feel like you know them. I'm sure you guys, from watching my videos, have started to feel like you know me more as a person, even though I believe I only share probably about 10% of my life. You probably know about 10% or less of me, but yet you probably feel like you know me pretty well. I know even PewDiePie talked about watching a podcast and how he started to feel like he knew the boys on the podcast, even though he barely had any kind of connection to them.
You know CDawgVA? Yeah, we hung out. Really chill guy. I like him. Hope to hang out more in Japan. Like, I met him once, and I know Joey, but I listened to the Trash Taste, and I feel like I've listened to that more than I've hung out with him, and it makes me feel like I'm like some weird obsessive fan or something. Like, I'm friends. I'm totally friends with these guys. Yeah.
No YouTuber is immune to it either. I've watched creators and I've started to feel as if I knew them. It happens with music too. It's just about being healthy with that. And it's not always healthy. YouTubers like Ironmouse and CDawgVA have highlighted various times over that their audience continuously ship them together just for being a male and a female streaming together.
I get really embarrassed when I'm streaming with other people and that people like comment or say things like, the X person is gonna get jealous, you know? And I'm like, oh my God, that's so pathetic. Like, it's no, people are grown adults. They don't get jealous by you streaming with another person, you know? I wish people would chill out on that. Like when I streamed with Uruha Rushia, people kept just comment, like, we would just get random people who'd come in and it would be like, oh bro, I see you've left X person for new person. And I'm like, that's just cringe. Come on, man. This is so cringe. Why? Like, it's so cringe. Don't do that. Because not only is that not the case, you're chatting out of your ass, it's also really embarrassing for people who we bring onto the channel, you know? I want collabs to be chill, you know? And I don't want people to have to worry that they're walking into some fucking weird rom-com that someone made in their mind. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I don't know.
This is something that Connor has to deal with pretty frequently. People who, whenever he makes content with any woman, he'll get about 100 comments shipping them together and saying, unironically, that they should date, or maybe they are dating, fan theorying about it, creating a bunch of clips about it. The clip channel's creating a bunch of videos, farming this, acting as if they are in some sort of relationship, even though they've expressed several times that it's fucking weird that people do that shit to them. It's something you deal with even if you very clearly denounce it, unfortunately. But do you want to know what I don't denounce? This video's sponsor, Uruha Studio. Uruha Studios is a brand new user-generated content creation platform for 3D multiplayer interactive experiences. Some of you who are keen-eyed may have noticed they've also sponsored this channel in the past, and I'm really glad they came back because their product is genuinely really cool. With Uruha Studios, anyone can create and publish their own virtual experiences for completely free. To use Uruha Studios, you could be anybody in the world, because you don't require any coding experience to create anything with Uruha Studios. Even your 80-year-old grandma could probably figure it out. You can build your creation without any coding experience or server knowledge by simply using the components and smart assets that they provide you to make your dream game. And with a built-in asset library with millions of 3D assets that you can in real time stream to your local client, you can create a game with ease without even needing to get your own assets. And with only one click, you can publish this creation to the Yahaha cross-platform app on mobile and PC, where other players can discover your work and play it. I'm really appreciative of Yahaha Studios for being such long-time supporters of the channel, so if you'd like to support them for supporting me and show them your gratitude on my behalf, please do click the link in the description down below to download Yahaha Studios for free, and let me know what you think. With that being said though, back to your regularly scheduled program. As I was saying, it's a big problem. Ironmouse and Connor constantly talk about how this is weird and not a normal thing for people to be doing. It's perfectly okay for you to watch my videos and for you personally to think you're pretty close to me. I'm not your friend, obviously, as Ludwig once said in a very memed video, but it's fine. As long as you don't force that on me and act that way towards me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, there's no sweat off of my back if you do practically anything in regards to me, as long as I'm not forced to see the weird degenerate shit you get up to. The problem is when people do take it too far. A great example of that was with two VTubers who had a bunch of people in the audience go way too far. Now, Vox Akuma is a Niji Sanji content creator who did a roleplay stream where he pretended to be his audience's boyfriend. It's probably towing the line between Parasocial, but he's a VTuber, so he can get away with more, and effectively you aren't really attached to the real person, so it's not as bad, and as long as it doesn't invade his boundaries, there's no real problem. The problem is when, in this stream, he jokingly had one of his fellow content creators send him a message or call him, and then Reimu had a conversation with him during this stream. Some people did not take that very well. In fact, a lot of people didn't. There's several comments I could highlight that clearly represent what I'm trying to say, like this comment that says, "I just want to say that you better not do this again when I'm on a date with my boyfriend. You ruined my mood. I hope you don't think you haven't done anything wrong with what you did this time. This is the last time I say everything in a polite mode." Another commenter would say, "You really just want to be his girlfriend, don't you? But the sad truth is, he treats you just as a good friend. I am so sorry for you. You're just a fucking idiot to show your poor little thoughts. These words are only for what you have done today, and I hope you know you are just a colleague to him. Watch your fucking mouth. We are dating. It's a boyfriend ASMR, and you obviously knew it. Reimu, you will be 6 foot underground." Commenters in chat would also say things like, "You better not be his actual girlfriend." Obviously, this is pretty weird. When it goes as far as going to the person's tweets and then bugging them, harassing them, being mad at them, insulting them, a whole manner of other things, just because they made a joke with one of their friends. Probably the parasocial relationship you have with that creator has gone way too far, and you need to tone it down. One of the best examples I could give you is that of Uruha Rushia. Uruha Rushia was a HoloLive content creator who recently got fired from HoloLive after a particular controversy that I've already discussed on the channel before, so I'm not going to regurgitate myself and mix my words too much. Uruha Rushia found themselves in a very large controversy after some confusion took place on a stream that led people to believe that Uruha Rushia was dating another VTuber because of a message they sent on Discord that popped up on stream. One commenter would say, "I spent $2,000 on super chats. You can't do this to me. I'm crying. I'm in tears. I love Uruha Rushia. I love you. Please don't. Please, I wake up every day. Fuck, this is my Oshi. Fuck 2022. Holy fuck." Another commenter would say, "I'm shaking and crying. What we had was special. 2 years down the drain. I hope you're happy with him, Rushia." Rushia got a lot of heat for this, to the point that it led up to Rushia getting terminated, although there was other circumstances surrounding that. I think genuinely it is quite concerning that people could be this attached to a content creator and this out of their mind infatuated with them that they would be shocked and react in such a violent way, harassing the creator for potentially dating someone. It is not normal for you to think you're going to date the YouTuber you're watching. I've had fans reach out to me saying they want to date me because of content they've seen of me, and I've got to say the answer will always be no. You can't date someone because you like their online content and believe that somehow means you're more attached to them in any way. It literally doesn't work that way. But as I said at the start, YouTubers are not your friends. I've had many people in the past reach out to me in private, fans acting as if I know them, or as if we're in some way connected, sometimes sending me constant messages trying to reach out with me, plan calls, play games with me. Unless I'm engaging with my community in my Discord server, the answer is probably going to be no. Even recently, I had a fan join one of my private Discord servers only meant for my friends, and then they acted in a shocked way when I unsurprisingly told them I wasn't really comfortable with having a fan in my private community. There are many other examples I could highlight, but one of the best examples I can highlight is that of my stalker. I dealt with a stalker, and to some extent have still been dealing with them for on and off, let's say about 2 years now. This person for years now have been banned over and over and over in my public Discord server for sending explicit images involving injury that I can't discuss or show that was disturbing against my server's rules and Discord's TOS, and as such we removed them. This person tried to get in relationships with me, would try and engage himself in private conversations with me, would then, after I declined them for a relationship for obvious reasons, go to YouTubers and try and get them to cancel me for a plethora of allegations that I've already discussed in this channel in a previous video about this person. And very frequently, I would receive almost every day from, let's say, 50 to 100 accounts, graphic images that obviously were very disturbing, purely because I didn't engage with this person or want them in my community because they were out of their mind, batshit insane. And that's the problem with parasocial relationships that genuinely do go too far. It's something so many YouTubers deal with and not many talk about, but you don't know me. We aren't friends. You can't watch a video from me and suddenly get infatuated with me or attached with me. You need to break down parasocial barriers. You can't expect me to know you or want to be friends with you or engage with me as if we are friends. This behavior with fans shipping creators, fans harassing creators for potentially being in relationships, etc. is simply unacceptable. And I personally don't want to deal with any more stalkers, which is why I have to make videos saying, it's weird, don't do it. I know to most people, this probably sounds like common sense. I'm sure you've heard a few YouTubers regurgitate that this behavior is genuinely quite weird and that they don't appreciate it. And I hope me saying outright that I don't support this clears it up for the few people I've had to deal with this issue with. If this video changed your opinion on the subject at hand, I'd appreciate if you could subscribe to support the channel and also check out my Twitter. Twitter's my only platform if I lose this channel or something bad happens to it, so I'd appreciate if you could go support me over there. I'd love to know your opinion on this subject, so feel free to leave a comment. And to all the creators I mentioned in this video, I really genuinely hope you don't get upset that I mention these situations because it might potentially reignite them to some degree. With that being said, thank you for watching, thank you to Yahaha Studios for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Said she wanna rock with a nigga like me. I'm a stylish guy. Spend a little guap with a nigga like me. We can catch a fly. Said she wanna rock with a nigga like me.